Coach, looks like Thomas Chabot is a good go.
Yeah, he looked good today. They worked on his neck, and it looks like he's fine.
Artie Anisimov?
Yeah, he won't travel with us. He'll continue to skate here. I think it's important, when you're out, not to rush guys back. Especially while we got some young guys here that are playing well, to make sure you get enough skates in so that he doesn't get hurt and he's out again. So we want to make sure, he came back once. We want to make sure he's 100%.
Anderson in goal tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
We had to talk at the end of practice with, I assume, about the Bruins. I mean, is there any weakness in that team when you go into Boston and look at that club?
No, they play the right way, and it's they have a deadly power play, really good penalty kill, good goaltending. They're guys that do it the right way are their best players. So I think it's a team you want to look at and you want to be like going forward. I mean, they've had a good run here. They've won a Stanley Cup, but they've had a good run for a long time. And when your best players drive it every day, everyone else falls in the line.
Without last change, are you just accepting the fact that it's baptism by fire for Logan Brown?
I mean, I don't want every shift to be that way, but certainly he's going to have to, and that's part of the learning curve is learning to play against the top lines in the league on the road, and you're going to have to be smart with the puck. You're going to have to take care of your own zone, and you're going to have to and take short shifts. So we'll try and do what we can on faceoffs, but if you're out there, you got to play.
You mentioned give Brown a breather on this trip. Is this a big trip for him to decide if he's want to be here? Or?
I don't think so. I think that we're looking at it as a whole. He's had good games, had bad games. I think it's all part of development. I mean, he's learning the NHL game, and these are tough buildings he's playing in. Boston's as tough as any. Then you got the Rangers and the Islanders. So these are tough buildings. So to say you're going to judge his game on those buildings wouldn't be fair to him. Certainly we don't want to play him on the back-to-back and put him in any situation, but you never know what's going to happen.
Earlier, I guess in camp, you'd mentioned that playing Brandstrom with Ron Hayes would kind of help him speed up his development. Are you seeing that through these first stretch?
Yeah, for sure. I think you're seeing he knows where to stand. He knows to do all these things. I mean, the thing about Ronnie is even though he doesn't skate as good as he used to, when he was in his 20s, he stands in the right place. He knows where to go. He knows where the puck's going next. And Brandstrom and Chabot and these guys can learn from him. It's only going to improve their game very quickly. And I think you see that with Morgan Rielly in Toronto, how much better defensively he is. Ronnie essentially is a plus player, in a lot of teams where he'd be minus in situations, and he keeps a lot of goals out of his net. So I think Ronnie's doing a great job with him.
Did you see Calgary game last night and the Kachuk goal in that game?
Yeah, I did. I mean, those kids are fiery. It comes from the old man for sure. The dad played super hard, was in your face. He fought, he scored, he touched all the bags, and both kids do the same. So, they're hard guys to play against in a league. Full of competitive people. They're as competitive. They're at the higher end of the competitive spectrum. Both brothers, and certainly he's put up the numbers, and Chucky here wants to emulate those numbers as the younger brother. But he'll carve out his own path because he's so competitive as well.
In your days, what would have been your reaction seeing a guy like you're playing with so much finesse, like Sveshnikov, like this?
You know what? Back then, people would have been narrow-minded, and probably would have been greeted with a lot of flack. But you know what? Going forward, you got to sell the game. It's exciting for the fans, and it really is a serious skill set to be able to do a lot of these things that these kids do today. So to take that away from a guy isn't fair. I mean, the game has to continue to grow, and I think the NHL's done a great job of that. I mean, when we played, there was hooking, there was holding. It was way slower. If you watch a game now, how fast it is and how skilled these guys are, there's still toughness to the game, but you got to be able to do it within the rules.
But to be able to do that at that level, at that age, how much does that show about like the curve of progression, where the game is at compared to?
Well, it's outstanding, and I think it's outstanding for the fans. I think when you come to a game and get a chance to watch some of these guys do some of the stuff that they do is special. And for a guy to be able to do that in full speed in an NHL game, I mean, you could give me an hour out there by myself today. I don't know if I could pick the puck up. So for him to do that 5-on-5 and to do it with pressure on him like that, I mean, that's special. You got to give it to the kid.